Webcast from North Central Wisconsin. I'm Jonathan Switzer, and let's talk about some Robotech stuff, why don't we? First up today is the first bit of Robotech related merchandise I bought in a pretty good long while. CM's Corp Riding Suit Figure Set, which is basically a couple of the Cyclone Rider figures from their Ride Armor bike sets that they've been putting out the last several years, just put into a simple cardboard box. I don't really know the circumstances of this set, whether it's a limited run or what, but it's a very plain box of two figures, which would have gone completely beneath my notice if not for the fact that one of these figures is somebody I've wanted a character figure of for a very good long while. I'll take the little figure out. There are way too many joints in this figure, let me tell you. And I'll pop the legs in because they're in the armored out position. Push that little thing in. And then I will reveal his face and show you who this is. It's Jonathan Wolf. He's got his little mustache, shades, and you can actually see his mouth if you can actually get a look under the chin. But yep, new molded face. They got his all his patches and everything on the figure. Little shoulder pads. This one at least, tends to pop off when you play with it too much. Like right now. And comes with a few little interchangeable hands. So you just pop the hand. You can just pop the hand right off the ball joint. And here's a. You can barely see the hand, but there's a hand holding a Mars Gallant. Just pop that on there. Now he's got his Gallant, and he's ready to go. Gun in hand to go pretend to fight the Envid and sell his poor subordinate here down the river. This guy just has a totally generic guy face. And like I said, the jointing on this. There's a lot of jointing on these figures, but it's almost too much. It's almost too much. They're kind of fiddly. Although I really like the colors on these guys. I really like the look of it. I like the actually translucent face plates. I mean, they're nice, but like for instance, you look at the backs of the legs. The jointing there is kind of convoluted. Just getting the ball in the right spot so that the knees bend right. It's a pain in the butt. But these are originally designed for the transforming bikes, so all these joints are probably necessary to get them into the right poses on the bike, and then get them into cool action poses once they've got the bikes attached and transformed all around them. Probably not worth the money I dropped on this set, but I'm really a sucker for character figures, and Jonathan Wolf is pretty much my favorite semi-obscure one-off character. I mean, it's really all that work that Bill Spangler did with the character in Nakatoon Uprisings and Invid War that really gave me a lot of affection for him. So, for the Japanese to drop this set into the world, that was just astounding to me when I discovered that. Holy crap! There's a Jonathan Wolfe figure. So it pretty much had to be purchased. Now, the other thing that I have recently acquired, as Robotech related, is something far rarer, far more interesting than even an obscure one-off set of Cyclone Rider figures, including a one-off character from Mospeada. It is a full 43 pages of Robotech 2 The Sentinels storyboards from episode number 4, with a top sheet here that has more Robotech 2 The Sentinels episode titles than I've ever seen anywhere ever. Complete with storyboard credits, script credits, dates the scripts were turned in, dates the scripts were sent to Japan. It's all this fascinating little production material. And the thing is, since it is the 4th episode, it is episode number 4 of The Sentinels, it picks up exactly where the video left off, with 2 cadets cleaning up after the wedding ceremony, after the party. Now, a few things occurred to me leafing through this. For one thing, you know, anybody familiar with Sentinels knows exactly what's in these pages. If you've read the novels, you've read the comics, you know, Rick and Lisa get up, oh no, we don't have any time to waste, we have to get on to the SDF-3, we have to start the mission, you know, Graham and Cabell are looking over the Invid Organic, oh, it crumbles into dust, they find out it's all hollow, there's not much there, and then there's some stuff with the Invid scientist Tesla and the Invid Regent taking his troops out of there. But at the same time, it's really interesting to see it in this form, in pretty much as close to animated form as you're going to get. You know, picking up exactly where the video left off. It's really interesting to take a look at. One thing that occurs to me is that Macek has always said, or at least he claims in Robotech Art 3, that the animation there is so pedestrian that it seems that the Japanese animators want to take the Macross characters out and you know, take that subpar animation out and make their own other show for a domestic audience. I would assume the Rick and Lisa animation is pedestrian because the screenwriters don't give them anything interesting to do. The scenes that they're in are very pedestrian scenes. There's nothing to light the imaginations of the animators there. You'll notice, if rewatching the Sentinels animation, the finished animation, the scenes that have the most care and attention, the best animation, are the wedding, which is, you know, it's a wedding, it's a big affair, you know. You see Rick and Lisa dancing across the floor, that animation is stunning. Or at least, you know, high TV animation. And the Invid attack on Tyrol, you know, nice action scenes there. You know, even the 2 guys just sort of, you know, running away from the Invid, you know, that stuff is all just stunning for TV level animation. Whereas all of Rick and Lisa and Max and Miria talking and planning, it's, well, of course it's going to be pedestrian. It's not interesting stuff. It's sort of interesting to us as people who are invested in those characters, but otherwise it's kind of dull, you know. Visually it's kind of dull.